I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. Swag. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts.
Of this week of the Mexican Complaints, we're gonna be talking about two movie trailers. And you can just tell by the tone of my voice, I am very excited. And before I start, I just want to mention two little things. One, yes, I know that these movies are made for a young demographic. And two, I'm gonna make fun and criticize these movies just by the trailers themselves. So in this video, we're gonna be talking about the newest SpongeBob movie and the toy movie that's coming out next year. So this video is gonna be into two segments. Why does Toy Story 5 exist? And SpongeBob X Ice Spice. Enough chit-chatting, let's begin. I just want to know, why does Toy Story 5 even exist? It was already enough with the fourth movie, but now, hey guys, look, we're gonna make a fifth one. After watching the trailer for Toy Story 5, I just have one question, and that is, why in the hell do they have the toys so shaken up? Like, bloody hell, man, they act like they got a freaking box with Andy's head in it. Oh my god, Andy! Is that you? And also, why is Woody back? Apparently the events from the fourth movie, they just tossed it out of the damn window. If we ignore Toy Story 5 for a little bit here, I just want to say that what was the point of that ending in the fourth movie? If they were just gonna bring him back again, what was the point of the ending of the fourth one? He says goodbye, he slaps Buzz in the ass, and he just dips with the freaking sheep girl. Because apparently that doesn't matter in the fifth movie, he's back like nothing happened. Originally, I thought that this took place before the fourth movie, but that's out of the picture because there's a lot of stuff that proves that that's not true. And also, I have a small little complaint here, and that is, why the hell does Woody look like he's brand new? If you think about it, Woody is now a lost toy. Well, not a lost toy, but he's a toy that you can find in a park. But you're telling me that he doesn't get beat up, he doesn't get chewed up, his plastic is still fresh, he's not a little bit dirty, he doesn't have no like little stitches. He looks like he's brand new, fresh from the box, fresh from the supermarket. But the sheep girl, she has tape around her arm, keeping it together. But Woody, nah, they just make him look like he's fresh from Toys R Us. And the only thing that they changed is they just remove his badge and they just give him a poncho. I think that's what it's called, I might be wrong. But he's just wearing this crap now. But besides that, we all know that the plot of this movie is basically gonna be iPad versus toys, brain rot versus Legos, and the list can go on. You can automatically tell that the writers are just losing ideas at this point, but to prove that even more, the other part of the movie, I suppose, is gonna have a bunch of Buzz Lightyears stuck in an island. What sense does that make, and what does that have to do with the movie? Who knows, but you can tell that the writers are really good with ideas now. But the big question is that Toy Story 5, did it ever need it to be made? No, and the same thing can go for the fourth movie. We all know damn well that the only reason why Disney made these two movies is for money. Originally, this segment of the video was gonna end, but in the middle of editing this, I found something else that I want to mention. I found this clip of Pixar animators in an interview. I tried my best to look for the original, but I can't, and I suppose the clip is from 2019 because the only movie that they're talking about is Toy Story 4. But here's the thing, the small clip that I'm about to show you is kind of stupid, and you'll see why.
Stanton, Andrew, wrote on the first one and was sort of one of the godparents of all the Toy Stories. He never saw the third as the end. He said the third is the end of Andy's story, but Toy Story is about Woody. Woody's the protagonist.
Like I said, I tried looking for the original clip, but I wasn't able to find it. Like I said, it was probably somewhere between like 2019 that this clip came out. But besides that, so the only reason why Toy Story 4 is still continuing to this day is because it's quote-unquote Woody's story. At that point, they should have just said, oh, the only reason why we're making this movie is because we want money. And also the part that he says that is Andy's story. So the first three movies are considered Andy's story. Yeah, sure, like he had a big part in the movies. So what the hell are the other two movies then? Are they about Woody or what the hell? But in general, Toy Story 4, I don't even know why the hell they're even making this movie. Like I said, they're just doing it for the money, freaking greedy ass mouse. But also, I just want to say, I think they've already done this plot before. There's a good chance that I might be wrong, but I'm still gonna mention it. A long time ago, after the release of Toy Story 3, Disney will go out of its way to release like little shorts here and there. But the one that I'm gonna be talking about is the Christmas one. Now, after the beginning and all that crap, in the middle of the film, the girl goes to her friend's house for a play date. After going to the friend's house, we see that this kid is loaded because there's an entire room with so many toys. But when she turns, she sees that her friend is playing on some type of VR console. Instead of playing with the toys, she ditches the toys and she goes plays Gorilla Tag with her friend. And after skipping a good chunk of the short film, we see that the dinosaur is gonna turn off the power, and after turning it off, the kid, well, frustrated, gets pissed, and he checks to see what the hell happened. And after seeing a toy next to the connector, instead of questioning himself saying, oh, what the hell, where did this toy come from, instead he just picks it up and looks at it. The other girl takes it from him and she starts talking about something about an igloo that I don't remember. The kid turns everything back on. Instead of playing gorilla tag again, instead he thinks a little bit and they both go off to play with the toys. You can go watch it, I found it on YouTube. My point is that instead of playing with the toy, they played with some type of VR console, and the moment that the console went off, instead of continuing to play with the console, they went to go play with the toys. There is a really good chance that Toy Story 5 might have the exact same plot. The girl gets her iPad, she plays with it for a little bit, the iPad breaks or it runs out of battery, and what happens? She's just gonna go play with the damn toys again. I kid you not. If Toy Story 5 has some type of plot like that, I kid you not, I will abandon my YouTube channel and start an OnlyFans as a femboy. But in general, did Toy Story 5 really need to be made? No. The only reason why this movie was made was, well, money. I have seen a lot of interesting collabs throughout the year, like Rick and Morty and Wendy, Angry Birds and Cheetos, and so much other stuff. But what got me off guard this year was the collaboration that SpongeBob had. No, not the one with the game or not the one with Burger King, but the one with Ice Spice. There's a lot of singers out there that has made songs for kids movies or movies in general. But I just have one question, and that is, why Ice Spice? And after listening to the song, not gonna lie, the song sounds very corporate. And also it doesn't really fit with the theme of SpongeBob, and I'll explain why. If you go out of your way to watch the other 3 SpongeBob movies, you will know that the songs made for those movies are different. Now, I know some people might say, well, probably the reason why the Ice Spice song is different in this movie is because all of the movies are different. Sure, the first movie was supposed to be the ending of SpongeBob, but Nickelodeon being greedy, they didn't let it end. The second movie is a superhero movie. The third one is basically based off an episode, and just by the looks of it, the fourth one is probably the origin of the Flying Dutchman. I don't know, I'm not gonna watch this movie. Now, I know that Ocean Man wasn't made for SpongeBob, but if you listen to the song, it does sound like a song you will hear at the ending of some SpongeBob special or like the finale of the show, because it fits it really well. For this SpongeBob movie, they did make a song for the movie called Squeeze Me. But here's the thing, let alone the fact that these 2 songs were made in different years and they were made by completely different artists, if you listen to them back to back, they have something kind of similar. And what is that, you might be asking? Well, the music. If you listen to these 2 songs, you will know that the beat is catchy, they have a relaxing tone to it, it's fun, it's energetic, and it's very enjoyable. And by the looks of it, Steven Hillenburg knew what type of song fit SpongeBob. Even if the lyrics didn't had nothing to do with SpongeBob, it still fits it. Good example is Ocean Man. That song was made before SpongeBob was even made. Can you just imagine the ending of Sponge Out of Water, and instead of hearing that catchy beat, instead you hear freaking now what me wimp, now what me nene? It doesn't really fit the theme of SpongeBob. Like I said, Steven Hillenburg knew what type of songs to use or make for SpongeBob. Now we move on to Sponge on the Run. If you listen to the song in this movie, you can tell that it's heavily different from the last 2 songs. Now, does it fit the theme of SpongeBob? Not really. After listening to this damn song 3 times, I realized that it relies too much on the intro. You know how after watching the intro of SpongeBob and near the end the intro it goes do 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 do? That's basically half of his damn song. Sure, he adds beats, he adds bass and other stuff, but in general it doesn't really fit the theme of SpongeBob. And also it doesn't really matter how many SpongeBob noises you add from Mr. Krabs and other stuff like that. Go out of your way and listen to the song and you'll see what I mean. And now we make it to the newest SpongeBob movie, where the person they got to make a song for this movie is Ice Spice. After listening to this song, not gonna lie, the lyrics sound very generic. SpongeBob big guy, pants okay. In general, the lyrics sound weird, but I've seen some people say that the reason why the lyrics sound weird is because the way you're saying it. Well, if you sing along with the video and listen to yourself and say SpongeBob big guy pants okay, even without the music, it still sounds kind of weird. And also it sounds just like her other songs. The only difference is that she's not singing about her fat ass or her wet kitty cat. I just want to know, why Ice Spice? Throughout so many music artists that they could have done, why her? I have a feeling that some crusty old dude in Nickelodeon probably recommended Ice Spice, let alone the fact that watching this trailer, half of the damn jokes here are just about butt stuff. Ah yes, so hilarious, seeing SpongeBob ass go together. What the fuck? It's just weird. Probably some Nickelodeon employee went to his boss like, guys, if we're gonna do so much ass jokes in this movie, why not bring in someone who is well known for twerking? And also, if you disagree with that, saying that she didn't become famous for twerking, you're definitely wrong. Besides her music, what else is she known for? For twerking. Every music video she does, she's twerking. When she's doing her concerts, she's twerking. When she was in Kai Cenat's live stream, what did she do? You guessed it, she twerked. And after watching the official music video on her YouTube channel, I bet that they had to pay her extra for not twerking. You can tell that the parts that they show her, she wants to bust it out. She wants to go up and down. At this point, she probably has some reflex that when the camera's on, she has to let it twerk. I have a feeling that Nickelodeon had to pay her extra not to twerk. Alright, Ice Spice, we're gonna film this music video with you. Now remember, this is for kids, so you're not allowed to twerk. But besides the music, there's something else that I do want to mention here. Before I made this video, like around the 5th or 6th day of people talking about this song, I saw this video from this one guy saying that the Squeeze Me song is about some guy squeezing his bones. When I first saw this at the time, I was like, what the hell, does this song really have to do with something sexual? So I looked it up and there's really nothing sexual about this song. I mean, I found this, but besides that, there's really nothing else. Now, I don't know where the hell did this dude get his information from. Probably some old Reddit post or some tweet from like 5 years ago. But I think this was rage bait. Why? Well, I kid you not, the dude uploads a video of himself lip singing to the newest Ice Spice song. Keep this in mind, this is a grown-ass man defending a music artist who made a song for kids. But if it gets to the point where now people are making, I suppose, fake information or wherever the hell this dude got his info from to make it seem like, hey guys, look, I know this song is bad, but at least it's not talking about someone squeezing his bones. Like I said, I went out of my way to look up, does this song have anything sexual, and there's really nothing to it. But there's a good chance that this is probably rage bait, or this was made by a butthurt Ice Spice fan who is trying to defend their queen. In general, this song doesn't really fit the theme of SpongeBob. It sounds corporate, the lyrics are generic and all that stuff. And like I said, there's probably a good chance that they had to pay her extra not to twerk. The end of the video. Ah yes, the sad part of each video. Conclusion of the video. Toy Story 5, just a cash grab. Ice Spice x SpongeBob, the music is bad. Some people might like it, some people might hate it, but in general, it doesn't really fit the theme of SpongeBob. Besides all of that, hope you hated this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Like this retarded ass video, please put subscribe. And if you like to see more, yeah, I have nothing else, I just made this. Goodbye.